And here is my LGU and the wobbly table. Laugh out loud. And of course the target's down there. Okay, we're shooting the 8.44 grain Olympia Dome Heavy. This is the one that my Gamma Varmint seems to like very well. So, gotta give this LGU a fair shake and see if it likes this ammo as well. See this Walther barrel. I like to give my money to other pellet manufacturers because the other big name ones, and we all know who they are making a killing off of us air gunners. And there ain't nothing wrong with that, but hey, if I can save a little money and buy that way, I can buy more air guns. Laugh out loud. Okay, that's 2. That's 3. Remember, folks, I'm shooting from my Pestmobile. Table is rickety, but good enough for me to do pest control. So I might as well test these guns in my element. That's 4. Am I in PCP territory right now? I say so. PCP accuracy territory? I say so. With this unicorn gun. Looks like off to the side a little bit. Still, it's going to be a good group. I can tell. PCP accuracy. And mind you, I have some disadvantages here. Rickety table, my old eyes. Scope is at 12 power. 312 by 40, so really I'm in a very, or not very, but I want to say I'm at a disadvantage, but I'm doing the best that I can with what I got. I say that's still pretty doggone good down there. And that's with Olympia. I haven't even tried the name brand ones yet, but we'll see. Okay, folks, here are the results from my LGU shooting experience. This group right here, by far, amazed me, which I originally thought that the H&M Barracuda Field Target 9.57 right here, this group here, was very accurate out to, let's say, 40 yards and under. But in field target, they shoot out to 55 yards, and don't quote me, and I hope somebody in field target out there can back me up or correct me, but the target at 55 yards is 1.5 inch target you have to hit. And this is irregardless whether it's a spring gun or PCP. You still have to be able to shoot that distance. So I made it a personal challenge after I shot this gun out to 51.8 yards. Me and the slow brain thinking department did not realize that fact, because I would have went ahead and shot this out to 60 yards. If you want to know if your spring gun is accurate, shoot it out to 60 yards. That'll tell you if your gun is worthy, your spring gun, whether it's a break barrel, underlever, if it's worthy gun to shoot accurately with the PCPs. Now, I think my LGU, after I put the Vortek kit in, surprised me with the Crossman hollow point, 7.9. That is an incredible group right there. And mind you, I was shooting inside my Pestmobile on the shaky table and with a scope that is at 12 power, 312 by 44 UTG, which they don't make anymore, side focus, the classic, 200 classic. I have one more of these scopes that's in the Philippines, that when I go to the Philippines this summer, I'm gonna bring it back to add it to one of my spring guns and replace that scope that's in the Philippines on my Gamma Urban Bullpup with another scope that I have here. Wonderful scopes for spring guns, BTW. But in any event, I'm surprised at this gun's accuracy. Really. That is right in line with a PCP. Correct me if I'm wrong, boys and girls. It would have been 8.3 if I added this shot right here, but 4 went right in here for 0.56. But even if I add this shot up here, it's still an awful good group. Look at that. The birdie test. My birdie test. Or when I'm out pesting, and I will be pesting with this gun very soon, because after I do accuracy testing on a target, I always take the gun out to a farm permission just to show you the gun's capability and my capability with the gun when I'm out pesting. So for right out of a 10, that really surprised me with this gun. Incredible gun. Now, if I want overall accuracy, the Olympia 8.44, which is also very accurate in my Gamma varmint, I found out. So guess what, boys and girls? I'm gonna be stocking up on some of these Olympia 8.44. Now, mind you, these groups that I shot, there's a lot of factors involved. One, gotta have a good barrel. And it's obvious that this Walther barrel on this LGU is very accurate. 2, it's got the Vortek tune kit in there, so the gun is not so violent, and it's just a nice, satisfying thud when you pull the trigger. 2, trigger weight. Very light and crisp, which I like it. Okay. 3, shooter has a lot to do with it too. Well, I'm not saying I'm the world's best shooter, but being ex-military, well, and a former infantryman that's been in 2 wars, I better know how to shoot. Laugh out loud. So if you put a gun in my hand and all the above factors that I just listed, oh, I forgot, scope, being that my eyes are not as young as they used to be. So I have all these factors working against me. Inside my Pestmobile, scope, 12 power, could use a lot more. Bigger objective than a 44, say like a 50. So I can see what I'm shooting at. I'm shooting at a paper target to try to determine what the gun's accuracy. So that's all factored in. But if the gun has a good barrel, has a decent trigger, I can shoot just about anything out there. Expensive PCPs or moderately low end price PCPs, as long as the triggers are good and the barrels are good, I can shoot it. And break barrels, spring guns, take the worst one. Well, good example, my eBay underlever, laugh out loud, or my Hatsan Alpha Youth, and produce those type of groups at 30 yards. Hey, I ain't mad at the gun. I ain't mad at myself that I can shoot it. Not bragging, I'm just saying for your information. Put anything in my hands, and if it shoots, I'll figure out how to shoot it and shoot it well. Now, some of you are probably going to say, well, what are you doing to go to EBR? What for? I have no interest at 100 yards. No interest in any of that. I'm a pester. I go to the farm and I help the farmers out with pest control. Are those 100-yard shots impressive? Sure they are. Is it for me? No, doesn't interest me. What interests me is seeing what I can do with, okay, box store air guns, aka Gammo Varmint. Now, take the time and work the gun. And I know a lot of you out there don't want to tear apart their brake barrels. They just want to buy a brake barrel, buy pellets from the store, and go out and shoot and expect the gun to do well shooting at a target, and then to only be disappointed because the gun doesn't shoot. Well, that's because the person buying the gun don't know what kind of shooting experience that person has, or is that the first time they actually shot a brake barrel? They're in for a big surprise. because they're not going to know how to shoot that gun because it's so violent, and they're going to end up giving up. That's why I did that Gammo series, box store Gammo video I did. So it's available out there for folks to want to view it. If they don't want to view it, then so be it. Doesn't bother me none. I'm retired, so I got lots of time on my hands to check out some of these air guns. And truth be told, yeah, I got these expensive spring guns or brake barrels and underlevers, but you know what? I'm rooting for the underdog air guns out there. And I'm proving a point, I guess, is that put a gun in my hand, I'll figure out how to shoot it. And I'll figure out how to do a decent group out of it anyways, for me to take it out to the farm, do some pesting. That's what my channel's about, air guns and pesting channel. I have no brand loyalty, laugh out loud, because I own them all, for the most part. And that's why I'm trying to feature some of these other guns that you don't hardly see on YouTube, because everybody wants to go to PCPs. And I ain't mad for them going to PCPs, because I went to the dark side of the force. So yes, but the one thing that's different about me is I still shoot my brake barrels and underlevers. I never gave up on them. People that give up on spring guns and underlevers is because they can't shoot it, and they want to be able to shoot out to 100 yards. Well, that's all fine and dandy. Sell your brake barrels and underlevers, because guys like me, excuse me, guys like me will buy them up. Like this one. So there you go, folks. This is the best group, I think. Consistent. 51 yards. The group that I thought was good, out to 40. Didn't do so hot, out to 51 yards, as you can see. Well, this is not the pellet to shoot. Here are the Barracuda power copper 10.65. That was the same right in here. Not bad. Still under an inch, but Norma's did okay too. The group right here, 0.7C, center. But this is the best one, I think. That's what surprised me. There you have it, folks. Sharing is caring. You folks stay safe, shoot straight, may your pellet or slug hit its target. See you next episode, Air Guns and Pesting Channel. See ya.